Hi. I want to talk really shortly about witches. And that, well, I don't know if that's going to apply to us as well. Just listen. So, the witch back home is, I don't want to sit on this over here and pull down the sheet. It's similar to a vampire, a female version, but she doesn't drink blood. She eats hearts and livers. That's her food. Which can become a very old woman after death. And the word witch, Veshtica, the root of the word shows that it's being talked about a woman with a huge body of knowledge. So it's a knowledgeable woman. And there can be three types of witches. That would be one that sleeps during the day in the grave and comes out at night to terrorize. That's probably those regular old women that died. It can be a woman that was not born into a family that does witchcraft but has learned on her own. And the third group would be the women that do divination. So there isn't that much info on that, on the witches per se. That's all I know so far. I may have read something and I have to look for it. But I do have an interesting thing that happened, and I've always seen it as just my subconscious and imagination playing on me. But when I was a child, well, my grandma was very superstitious. And when I was a child, she would scare us a lot. She would tell us not to play in the roses because of the Samovili, the nymphs, fairies, would not like it. She would tell us if we are still awake at midnight that we need to stop and not move, because that's when the Samovili are eating, and if you step in their dinner, they're gonna be mad and they're gonna strike us with illness. And another one that she told me to be wary about, she threatened with the witches. And I was a child, and I was staying overnight at their house. And as a child, I do not want to go to bed. It's late at night, and my Vujka and Vujna, my mama's brother and the wife, they want to go to bed, preparing and all this stuff. So what I see all of a sudden is under the dining table, there was three figures that were crawling, covered in white, with red eyes. And I got so scared. I really actually like almost shitted in my pants. I got fucking scared, and my heart stopped, and I ran right over at my Baba's side of the house to go to bed, to go to safety. Like, they can't get me there. But and the whole time, then when I grew up a little bit, I would be thinking that was my just from the suggested thing from my Baba, that's why I seen them. But the more research I have been doing through the years, the more I realized that was not my imagination. I actually saw them. That there was actually something there. So that's it on the witches. I wish I had a little bit more info. If I do, I am gonna have a video about it. Thank you so much for hearing me out.